talked a lot about the volunteers that have really helped you over the years. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that and talk about how the Scituate community has really come out to support the work that you do.
Yeah. So this is my favorite story about the yacht club. 2013, I did what I could. I was a full-time working mom. I raised the money that I could in my spare time. I was garnering some support from other volunteers and other women who were not motherless. I thought, I'm going to start this nonprofit and I'm just going to have to find women like me, and I didn't. I did find them, but I found just women who knew adversity, women who had a passion and would say, I'll donate my time, my money, my talent to this. And so that was happening maybe for the first year, not even a year. And then Jen Ronstock, I wasn't a member of the club. Jen Ronstock, obviously involved in this golf tournament, but more importantly, a very dear friend of Emmeline Berry, and gets wind of what I'm doing at empowerHER and presents us to the committee, and we were named the beneficiary of the yacht club's golf tournament. And so, every June it's this golf tournament. I know nothing about it. Kim Brown says, just show up and accept a check. Just come in and just speak. I don't want you to do anything. You're doing all the great work. I don't want you to do anything. And so, show up that night, and we were marinated in love. I mean, we were toasting to Emmeline Berry all night, and we were talking about mother loss. Like, oh my, I never dreamed that. I didn't know where I was going to find a forum for that. And so Rich Mullen and I love this story because, again, I didn't know Rich at the time. So, I'm up here, I give my little 5-minute spiel. The yacht club presented us with a $32,000 check, and on that day I had $35 in the bank, and that is not an exaggeration. I didn't know where I was going to get the money. I didn't know where I was going to go with empowerHER. So I run into Rich Mullen at a Mary Lou's, and I'm like, thank you so much for last night. And I tell him the story, and he just immediately, breaks down in tears. And I said, but that's what you just taught me. I learned empathy growing up after my mother died. Kids learn empathy out of trauma, I think. But I learned empathy that night, and it was also another vote of confidence. Like you putting, empowerHER on the cover of a magazine, the confidence that people will talk about it, they'll give to it, they'll, come out of their comfort zone. And so the yacht club did the same thing for me. And I took the $32,000, and then that's really when empowerHER was born.